come, let's have a conversation. Let's have this conversation that is going on. What is going on? In every country on earth, we get it. Politicians seem to be the people that really hold the country back when it comes to certain gains and certain developments. But it looks as if our people in Ghana are taking it to another level. In as much as we are very peaceful people, that is established. We are very, very calm. That's established. We do things in a very calm and calm way. But it looks as if sometimes these things are not really helping us. This is what I mean. Now, Ghana discovered lithium, I think somewhere in 2006. Now it became necessary for us to commercialize that which we have found. One political party was able to negotiate it to a certain level. Another political party comes in, they want to renegotiate it to another level. And when you look at both negotiations, I'm not going to say both negotiations are good. Both negotiations are crap. Why am I saying that? I'm saying they are crap because we can do better. We can do way better. Sometimes when I look at some of these negotiations and the figures that comes out, it's so off-putting. You ask yourself, why did we vote such people into power? And I'm not saying this to a particular political party. I'm saying this to political parties that had come to power in the fourth republic. Is just not good enough. But the point here is, are we giving the politicians the chance for them to treat us anyway anyhow? Because for me, if you are a politician and you go out there and you seek people's help to represent them, and they give you that help, and you do certain things, for me, it's disrespect. It's more or less like saying to that person who gave you the chance to be there to represent them that they don't really have it up there. They haven't gotten it together up there. Why am I saying this? Let's bring in some statistics and then you might be able to understand where I'm coming from. It's good if you don't understand me. Now let's look at it. How many African countries are well and truly commercialized? They are commercializing their lithium. We can talk about Mali. We can talk about DR Congo. We can talk about Zimbabwe. We can talk about Namibia, to mention a few. And now Ghana has joined the list, which is fantastic. Now let's look at data, right? Let's speak to data, and then you might be able to get it from where I'm coming from. Let's look at Namibia. In Namibia gets 2% of royalty from lithium. They get 35% of corporate tax. Now let's look at Mali. When Mali first negotiated its lithium deal, they negotiated, it was at 20%, right? After time went on in 2023, it became necessary for them to renegotiate. How much did they gain after renegotiation? 15% more, giving them 35%. Okay, we look at DR Congo. The deal was crap. I mean, let me just be frank. It was horrible. They could have done way better than what they did. I don't know why and how they do such negotiations, whether they are afraid of the companies that comes in. Perhaps their hands are tired. Perhaps they are being threatened, because if not, how do you negotiate 0.3% of royalty? How? Okay, we could say the quantity. I know if the quantity happens not to be commercial quantity, I don't think any company, any serious company at all will show any interest in mining it. So let's put that one aside. Mali renegotiated, had 15% more. Now in Ghana, before NBP left power, they negotiated 10%. NDC has come into power, they negotiated 5%. Now let me throw in another thing. Most of the mineral resources in Ghana, negotiations are pegged on 5%, which does not make sense to me. Anglo Gold was in Ghana for over 20 years, mining gold for 20 years. Guess how much that company gave to the country? $2 billion. $2 billion for 20 years of mining gold every day, 365 days in a year. Somebody will argue and say, oh, employment and stuff like that. We get it. But let's look at how much the company is well and truly gaining. Because if the company isn't gaining, the company will not be on the ground for 20 solid years. Now let's put that one aside as well. And when you look at these things, you ask yourself questions like, what is going on? Who's doing such negotiations on our behalf? Sometimes I ask myself, why do we even vote for politicians? That is the reason why coup d'etat and military rules happen to be becoming popular and acceptable in some parts of Africa, because things don't make sense. In 2023, was it not the military leader who was in power in Mali who went back to the negotiation table to go and negotiate for 15% more? How did they gain it? We negotiate for 5%, peanut 5%. It's okay. Now the new government is in place and they are saying that, oh, the 10% is illegal because our law states that it is supposed to be 5%. Once again, let me throw in this. Another thing has sprung up for you to negotiate. One person is negotiated 10%. I would have expected you to come and negotiate better than that. Look at other countries and what they are doing. Can't we learn? If we don't know, can't we learn from other countries? Can't we learn from other countries that are doing better than us? Oh, by law, it states that we can only do it at 5%. The laws of the land, are they casting stones? They are not casting stones. The parliamentarians sat down to come up with the law. So the same way they can go back and look into the law and amend that which they need to amend. They need to amend things that when it became necessary for the then president to protect Ghanaians from COVID, he couldn't just come out and say, you sleep at this or sleep at that. So they have to go to parliament to go and draft a law, pass the law, assent to the law, make it become law, and then use it to protect the people. So if this thing has become necessary, why are we in a rush? Why are we so much in a hurry? Since United States of America cut off US aid, are we not surviving? Are we not surviving? Is our economy still not growing? Why are we rushing? Since we have not had lithium, are we not surviving? We have other mineral natural resources that we can depend on. Why are we rushing this lithium deal? When we have to take our time, go back to the drawing board, negotiate, even if we are negotiating 35-40% of royalty, community development, whatever we need to negotiate. Take time. A company who wants to do proper business and is not ready to rip you off will see the terms that you're bringing up and at least will come up to say, let's negotiate this and let us negotiate that. Somebody negotiate for 10%, which is peanuts, which is crap anyway, and then you come in to renegotiate and it go down from 10% to 5%. Who does that? I'm not here to blame whichever political party or whatever. This is shambolic. This is not acceptable. This is insulting. This is disrespectful. This, I don't even know. This is, how do you do this? Now somebody's going to ask me, what is the solution? Is just there in front of us. What is the solution? The solution is this: one, go to parliament, amend that law that gives our royalty to start from 5%. Two, rush it as fast as possible if you need it to. And somebody's saying that, oh, because we have budget going on and we are still going on about the budget and still talking about the budget and stuff. So why are we rushing it? Wait, let the budget be done. Once that is done, take the lithium bill out there. Let's look into not the lithium deal, the mining act. Let's go out there and amend the part that needs to be amended and let the country begin to take a stand. Let the country, in as much as we don't have individuals that are able to form consortium so that this whole lithium thing will be indigenous, it will be Ghanaian owned. It's okay, we don't have it. We don't have the muscle. We don't have the financial muscle, which I still think it's not really the point though, because if Ghanaians can do it, at least we can have an African owned. Can't we form a consortium elsewhere? Why must it always come from the West or from Asia? Why? It's okay. That's another conversation to have another day. And there are certain things that I don't even expect politicians to come up and say it. Are you trying to score a cheap political point or what? You shouldn't come out and say that we have to renegotiate it down. I'd expected a proper and a good politician to come up and say, look, the people negotiated 10%, which was good, but not good enough. Because we can do better. Because the law, even the law that we have right now, it only gives us a room for 5%. We are going to go out there and do something about it because our laws are not set on stones. If they are not set on stones, then we can do something about them. So these are, come and give us some progressive report rather than this trivial, nothing, non-substance stuff that you come to tell us. We are tired of it. Blaming other political parties that you have taken power from. We are tired of it. That is the reason why we voted the other party out of power. We gave you the power to come and make amendments. We gave you the power for you to come and do better. If you can't do better, then you're trying to tell us that you're not worth us giving you the power. If you're not worth us giving you the power, get out of the way and let's get the people that can do the job because we don't have time. We don't have time. We have time to go and amend laws to suit this thing for renegotiation. Mali did it. Other countries are doing it and they are gaining, they are benefiting. Why can't we do same? And I'm sitting out here ranting about what do I know, but still, this is my take.